So, what is today? The 15th. Oh yeah, I did my taxes. Holy crap, I filed my taxes. It is tax day, and I filed my taxes for the first time in, I don't know, a bazillion years. I didn't owe anything. I'm not getting anything back, and I don't care because I'm so flippin' happy to at least get the process started. Anyway, so this year's are done. And I might owe some for some other years, but I don't know. At least they're going to write me a letter or call me or something, and we're going to be rolling on it. So what I'm looking at is Albion city guy who's been out here scraping around for, I guess, an hour now. And he was up the road, and then he came down to my side. I haven't seen him bring any material out. All he's doing is scraping from one side of the road to the other. And so in my case, on my road, what it looks like he's done is he's lowering the side that goes to my yard where there is no drainage ditch and scraping that dirt off and filling it up on the miraculous pothole that will appear overnight on the other side of the ditch, which actually I've seen some of the meth crime people, gangbangers, actually making these potholes. They come out, they stop. Seen it right out here. Actually, I'm not going to name whose kid it was, but they're in jail right now for, I guess, delivering. But, so yeah. So here, you can see where he's trying to wear down this side of my yard, because they're trying to get it to flood in here. They constantly kill this shit. So this has sunk. This has sunk. It looks like it sunk, oh, maybe a foot since last year. And there's some kind of drilling that went on. There's something going on with this ditch, because this used to be way deeper. You can see down there where, and over here where it's like halfway up the actual drainage ditch. And then even my friend was over the other day. It's like when they drive over this part right here, there's a thump bump. Somehow they can do a thump bump. And you can feel the vibration come into my house. And I'm pretty sure that's where there's some kind of something rigged there. That's the beauty of living in an independent town. People can do whatever they want. So let's take a picture of this too. So like here is where the anomaly of the driveway. So it was a straight line of gravel coming up here. And then right here one day, you can see that they scooted the gravel about, and they make it seem like they're being assholes, but this rig I actually think is like sell on wheels or sell on light trucks. But anyway, this pot, and you can see it doesn't go here, it's just here, it's right here. I thought, well, he's just being an asshole, and he dumped gravel there just to be a jerk. It's because when I ran my lawnmower over it, of course, crunch, it sucked up the gravel into the mulcher. But then when I finally got Google Maps to work, that actual exact spot shows up as a satellite anomaly. And I've seen people angle their trucks in weird over here to get, so I don't know. And that's one of the houses that got water meters put in when this project got put in. And this whole trailer court got water meters. Nobody had individual water meters on there. And that only happened after I was able to start talking to a sheriff about my ever-expanding, never paid off, no matter how many times in a month or how much money I gave them, it would just never get to a zero balance. So yeah, so you can see how the angle of the road's being changed. So there's the big ditch. They scrape along here and create a lip so that the water can't get into the big ditch. And then they're changing the angle of the road, and you can see where he's driving and digging up the dirt right here. So I'm responsible for taking care of this whole area, but they say that eminent domain has brought the property line from there and given them city property all the way up to 4 inches into my tip out. Mindful, shut up. So right there. So that's where they're saying my property line goes to right here, so I can't put up a fence. But if I don't deal with this stuff, oh, and they're saying same thing on this side. They say that property line goes to that post right there. So I could have just like this tiny bit of yard, and that this is all city property, which if I don't maintain, you can see here too, it's been dropped down about a foot. You can see, because they spray stuff in here, and so whatever it is that sprays in here, people love to come and spray the gravel. They don't do any gravel on the road because they all spray it into my yard as soon as it gets done. So I've got gravel all the way up to here, where if I don't maintain, so they've put gravel, yeah, this is not sprayed by yard. This is actually placed in here. So it's put all the way up to here. And if I don't maintain this, they're going to come by and just spray the shit out of it with chemicals. So that's the goal. So really, the reason that people don't do well in places like this is because social terrorists are running the town. That is a social terrorist. And what he's doing is not maintenance, it's social terrorism. And it's actual physical property terrorism. And it's pretty KKK. So yeah, so they're telling me this about my property, and yet looking down here, you can see, so these people in the yellow trailer and this trailer right here are also social terrorists. I'd be curious if the yellow trailer, that's the mayor's trailer, and her drunk, disgusting gangbanger husband, I'd be curious if they actually pay rent to the mayor, or if they do some kind of trade in kind. So, yeah, same street. So they're saying that my property line goes 25 feet in, and yet here's the new tree at the mayor's house. Does not look like it's 25 feet in from the street. So they must have got an easement. Here's what he's been doing for the last hour. Just nothing. Nothing. See, so here's the more big ditch. Fucking standing water in it all the way up and down. And I started talking about this last year. I reported it to the sheriff. I said they're creating a cholera epidemic, malaria epidemic, mosquito epidemic, and a flood on the other side of the street. They're doing this intentionally, and they have. And the thing is they got federal or state money for these damn drainage things, which they put in to harass people and to harass property owners and be like, well, we can just move on in and take your property with eminent domain. So it is social terrorism, property terrorism. Washington State, you know, Governor Inslee, he wants to bring it to the whole world. Democracy. Yeah, so that is how democratic state, big-ass environmental state, takes care of the people. So you can see there's about a 4 or 5 inch lip that prevents any water from going street side into, I don't know how much money they got for those either. They got kind of a huge amount of money. It's like $80,000. I don't know. And this was back in the 80s, I think. So yeah, oh, look at this one. Isn't that fabulous? Fucking fabulous how well their plugging up the drains has worked. Yeah. Complete sabotage by the city. Dirty. Criminal. Meth town. Their creepy chicken things are not actually real chickens either. 4th of July parade, they had the disgusting Yellow pickup truck prayed all the farm noises down. Yeah, so this is the street work that's been done over the course of the last 2 hours of him out here causing vibration and dust and changing the grade of the road and driving gravel through so that I won't be able to mow over there and they'll have a reason to come over and take control of my property. Yeah, they're disgusting and sick people. Disgusting and sick fucking people live in this town. And that is the reason I actually started coming out here, is because I used to be a really disgusting and sick person myself, and I felt safe out here because everybody was disgusting and sick. Come on, Mumble. So that's what that looks like out there. He took off. They don't like cameras.